Tonight, look up. That pale light hanging in the sky has been there for 4.5 billion years. It controls our tides. It stabilizes our axis. It gave ancient humans a clock to live by. But what if it wasn't there? What if instead of drifting silently overhead, it was falling toward us right now? This is not science fiction. This is physics, and the numbers are terrifying. The moon is 384,000 kilometers away. If it began falling toward Earth, we would have roughly 7 to 8 hours. 7 hours before everything ends. In those first hours, nothing would look wrong. The moon would grow slightly larger in the sky, a little brighter, a little closer, but the ocean would know first. Tides are caused by the moon's gravity pulling on Earth's water. At normal distance, that pull is gentle. As the moon gets closer, that pull becomes a fist. Tidal forces would surge. Coastlines around the world would be swallowed. Cities like Mumbai, Shanghai, New York, gone beneath walls of water hundreds of meters high. And the moon hasn't even arrived yet. Here is where physics does something cruel. At roughly 18,000 kilometers from Earth's surface, the moon would cross what scientists call the Roche Limit. This is the point where Earth's gravity is so overwhelming that it begins tearing the moon apart. The same force holding the moon together loses to the force pulling it toward us, and the moon begins to die. First, cracks, then fractures, then the entire body of the moon shatters. Not in an explosion, in a slow, unstoppable unraveling. The moon, our moon, would break into thousands of fragments, each one the size of mountains, each one still falling toward us. What follows cannot be described in ordinary language. The fragments would arrive as a storm. The smaller pieces would burn in the atmosphere, a meteor shower so thick it would turn the sky white. But the large ones wouldn't stop. A fragment just 2 kilometers wide releases energy equivalent to thousands of nuclear bombs. The moon would deliver hundreds of these in minutes. The impacts would trigger earthquakes across every tectonic plate simultaneously. Supervolcanoes would erupt. The crust of the Earth would crack open in places it never has before. The heat from the impacts alone would ignite forests across entire continents. Within hours of the first fragments landing, the surface of Earth would be unrecognizable. But here is what most people don't consider. Even if humanity somehow survived underground, even if bunkers held, even if some fraction of life clung on, the moon's destruction would not be over. The debris field, everything that didn't hit Earth directly, would form a ring around our planet, like Saturn. Beautiful from space, a death sentence from below. That ring would rain fragments onto Earth for thousands of years. Every decade, every century, another impact, another extinction event. There would be no rebuilding, no recovery window, just an endless siege from above. And now consider this. The moon is not staying where it is. Right now, at this moment, the moon is drifting away from Earth, about 3.8 centimeters every year. In the distant past, it was far closer. The tides it created were monstrous. Days were shorter. The Earth spun faster. Some scientists believe that without the moon's stabilizing effect on Earth's axial tilt, our planet would wobble chaotically. Seasons would become unpredictable. Ice ages would come and go with no warning. Complex life may never have evolved at all. The moon didn't just survive alongside us. It may be the reason we exist. So the next time you see it hanging in the sky, know that it is not just a rock. It is a shield, a stabilizer, a silent guardian that has been doing its job for longer than life has existed on this planet. The moon crashing into Earth would not just end civilization, it would erase the very conditions that made civilization possible. And when you look up tonight, that pale, quiet light is the only thing standing between us and all of that.